Listen, I don't know what y'all doing on Friday at 7, but it's going to be live on WEBB Weekly Live. Those Millionaires playing some football. Drop what you doing, log on, load it up, and hear those plaids go clickety-clack.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Week 3 of the high school football season. This is the Blaze Alexander Kickoff Show. We are on webweeklylive.com. Paul Ball alongside the coach, Rich Salonis. Rich, great to have you back again.
Hey, great to be here. Awesome atmosphere for tonight's game.
A beautiful field here at Crispin Field in Berwick. The 2-0 Berwick Bulldogs are taking on the 2-0 Williamsport Millionaires. To quote Drowning Pool Rich, something's got to give tonight.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. You hear me with the Drowning Pool?
That's all right. It's a little bit of my music. Something's got to give. Last week, Berwick 46-0 win over Pittston area. Williamsport equally as impressive, a 31-0 shutout over Altoona. Williamsport has not surrendered a touchdown all year, and Berwick has given up just one.
Yeah, two good defenses tonight so far early in the season. Interestingly about Williamsport, it's been 19 years since they've started the season off with back-to-back shutouts, and nobody actually in 2 weeks has really come close to sniffing the end zone against the very youthful but speedy Williamsport defense.
Absolutely. They always say speed kills. Last year, Berwick got the victory here down in Williamsport, 34-13. Port has won 2 of the last 3. Let's turn to the offensive side of the ball. Sophomore Dallas Grease has been lighting it up in the air. His legs are just as much. 14 carries, 93 yards, 3 touchdowns on the season for the running quarterback. Chipped in with 16 out of 26 for 204 yards. He has a touchdown on the year to Brock Moyer running the ball. Keith Freeman, number 25, he's the workhorse for the Millionaires. 31 carries, just a shade under 300 yards, Rich. He's hit pay dirt 3 times.
Yeah, the Millionaires so far have been balanced, mostly on the ground first 2 weeks, but balanced, throwing just enough to put a scare into defenses, not allowing them to stack the box.
And absolutely talking about throwing just enough. Let's talk about number 11. You love him on defense. Defensive end, Nasir Jones. He's only a junior. The kid seems like he's been playing forever. I said that in the opening night. He has 5 catches on the season to go along with 62 yards.
Boy, if I were coaching again, I'd take this young man in a heartbeat. One of the 4 ringleaders up front for Williamsport's defensive line, which has been causing havoc so far the first 2 weeks. That's going to be a big key tonight to see how their quickness offsets Berwick's size.
Absolutely. Berwick's always noted for their size. Let's go to the Berwick side of the ball. They are led by senior quarterback number 10, Ryan Laubach. 11 rushes, 60 yards, and a touchdown on the season. He only attempted 24 passes so far, but he can light it up in the air.
Same thing. Deadly efficiency. It's not so much the quantity as it is the quality.
Absolutely on the ground, super sophomore number 16, Aiden Mason. 21 carries, 214 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's only a sophomore, Rich. He's only going to get better like a fine wine with age.
Yeah, Berwick's got a nice mixture of youth and experience, and they're good kids or would be good for anybody.
Receiving already committed to East Carolina. He's going to be a Pirate in the fall. Senior wide receiver number 7, Tegan Wilk. 6 catches, a $112 and a touchdown. Rich, your keys to the game if you're Coach Cruz.
Well, if you're Williamsport, you're going to hope that you show up tonight, and with the youth that you have, not only on the offensive line, but also defensively, your kids don't get caught up in the atmosphere here tonight, because it should be a big crowd. It should be an electric atmosphere, and rather than, get nervous about it, embrace it. Turnovers are always a key in high school football games in the big play. But overall, it's going to be very interesting to see as you watch the game tonight how Williamsport can offset Berwick's size, and sometimes speed can do it.
Absolutely. Now you're to Berwick. We're going to flip you right around to your friend and Berwick coach. What are we doing?
Well, you have to offset Williamsport's speed and their athleticism, and a lot of times you do that by running right at people. And having good weather tonight and artificial turf can help Berwick. I think if they can wear Williamsport down a little bit, that's something Carmen DeFrancisco will look for in his game plan tonight. But he's also been known to pull a trick play out during games.
So watch out for the trick plays. It's a beautiful night for football here in Berwick, Pennsylvania. What I suggest you to do, go to the refrigerator, grab something cold to drink, perhaps even a snack. The game is on next on webweeklylive.com. It's Paul Ball, Rich Salonis taking you every step of the way. The Bulldogs and the Millionaires are coming up next.
Everybody's talking about the new Dolly's Diner, Dolly's West, 701 Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. Monday through Saturday, 6 to 8. Sunday, 6 to 3. The amazing breakfast all day, every day. The amazing sticky rolls every day. Great features and specials every day. And don't forget, go there for your birthday. They'll sing to you at Dolly's.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Now open, Dolly's Diner West, Park Avenue, Williamsport.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and you're looking live from the CrossleyDrone.com high in the sky here at Crispin Field in Berwick, Pennsylvania. PA Sports Live is alive and well, Rich, high in the sky on a Friday night. It's Friday Night Lights. It's the undefeated Berwick Bulldogs taking on the undefeated Williamsport Millionaires. Hello, everybody, and welcome to WebWeeklyLive.com. Bobo, alongside the coach, Rich Salonis. Rich, we talked about this one all week long. Tonight, it culminates here at Crispin Field as both teams are out in the middle of the field for the coin toss.
As you so eloquently mentioned in the pregame, something's got to give here tonight. And, an upstart Williamsport team coming in here at 2-0 certainly will have their medal tested. Two of the state's top 10 winningest programs all time, with Berwick third and Williamsport eighth. So a lot of tradition. 33rd meeting between the two teams, with the Dogs holding a 23-9 advantage. Let's hope for a good one tonight.
Well, it should be a great game. As the fireworks were going off in the background, I thought it was symbolizing the Battle of Fort Sumter again to start the Civil War, but they have a war on their hands here at Crispin Field. It's the Millionaires and the Bulldogs. Kickoff is coming up next on WebWeeklyLive.com.
The Bulldogs won the flip of the coin and had to...
We want you to make sure you're going pocket, jump, balls in the feet. That's what we do here at FastMaz. We teach speed, agility, and quickness because we want you all to be better athletes. That's why you're here. So make sure on this one, when you jump up, come down, power leg, acceleration. Softball, football, basketball, soccer, baseball, softball, whatever you got, we can do it here.
FastMaz.com.
FastMaz.com. Lift your knees. You gotta get your knees up. Come on, let's go.
You gotta be here.
At Blaze Alexander Chevrolet, the largest volume Chevy dealer in PA, we have the largest selection of new Chevys in stock. Car, truck, or SUV, we have what you want at the lowest price guaranteed. Or we'll pay you $1,000. With more new Chevrolets in stock than ever before, why waste your time going anywhere else? Visit us at BlazeAlexanderChevy.com and see for yourself. Blaze Alexander Chevrolet in Muncie, where you'll find the lowest price guaranteed. Or we'll pay you $1,000. Find new roads.
I'm Brian Cochran, owner and operator of Cochran Automotive and Towing. We have complete towing, roadside services from lockouts, fuel delivery, flat tires, and breakdowns. We all know accidents happen. When they do, request us. We can save you $75 on a city fee if you request us.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The Bulldogs have won the toss. They have deferred to the second half. The Berwick Bulldogs, wearing their home navy blue uniforms, white pants, a navy stripe down the back, white numerals, dogs written across the front of their chest, white helmets with a big navy blue paw print. On the side, the Williamsport Millionaires, wearing their white jerseys, cherry numerals, cherry pants, and the patented black helmets. Rich, we are underway here at Crispin Field, and I'll tell you what, I'm excited.
Yeah, it's got the makings of a great game, hopefully. Beautiful weather, can't ask for anything more. 2 undefeated teams.
Well, hopefully it lives up to the game we called last week, Loyalsock and Danville. Loyalsock winning in the weaning second, 6 seconds. Chase Kavanaugh to Reese Watkins for the game winner for the Lancers.
Yeah, and Berwick didn't take long last week. Shut Pittston down right off the bat, then proceeded to score on the first 5 possessions of the football game to put it away early. So they'll be going to be looking for a 3-and-out here to get things rolling. Williamsport, as we talked about earlier, is going to have to use their speed, and some of their youngsters up front are going to have to grow up in a hurry.
Ed Jefferson and Keith Freeman back deep for the Millionaires. Eric Montez to tee it off and kick it off for the Bulldogs. Referees have blown the whistle, and we are underway here at Crispin Field. High, short kick, end over end. Freeman fields it at the 15. Cuts back across to the short side, 20, 25, 30. Tries to get to daylight, and good tackle on the play by number 27. That was Even Mihan.
Beautiful return for Freeman right off the bat. The Millionaires have great field position to start this football game.
Dallas Grease will lead the Millionaires out into the field. 6-foot sophomore, 165-pounder. He's been doing it all for the Millionaires this year, Rich.
Yes, he has.
For the Millionaires from their 36-yard line.
Ball at their 36-yard line, just underway here at Crispin Field. Williamsport will open up from the pistol. 2 receivers to the short side of your field, Brock Moyer and Ed Jefferson. Top of your screen, Mazzanti. Oh, we got movement up front there, and it looks like a...
Should be encroachment on Berwick.
Before the snap, 5-yard penalty. Bulldogs offside.
Offside, encroachment, 5 yards. I never really got the difference on those. As long as they marked it off.
It didn't matter, right?
It didn't matter. As long as it wasn't against us, so. Let's see what offensive coordinator Kevin Brown has cooked up now for a 1st and 5.
All right, 1st and 5, same formation. Grease will operate from the pistol. Lone setback is Freeman. Now drops back to the gun. Freeman back to pass. Grease, over the middle. Nasir Jones just overshot him a little bit. He had him in the seam, Rich, for a second.
That he did. I mean, he puts that on the money, and he may still be running. And he had time to throw, so a nice opening play for the Millionaires. Let's hope they can convert here on 2nd down.
One thing about Nasir Jones, he's a big body, creates separation between him and the defender. 2nd and 5, ball at the 41-yard line. Grease once again from the pistol. Here's a handoff up the middle to Freeman, nothing doing. 4 or 5 Bulldogs right there.
Yeah, one of the keys of the game that we talked about earlier is how that offensive line, being as young as it is going to fare against a much larger and heavier Bulldog team.
3rd and 7, ball back now to the 39-yard line.
And that time Berwick was in a cover 3 with 8 men in the box, basically, so you may have to throw the ball early.
We got 2 receivers at the top of your screen. Jones is flanked out from the tight end position, 2 to the bottom of your screen. Grease operating from the gun. Grease back to pass, looking, throws over the middle, no one there. As looked like Ed Jefferson was running straight. He was expecting them to run a post there, it looked like.
Yeah, and he actually had Brock Moyer open in the flat, so maybe a little bit of a miscommunication on the read. Nonetheless, 3-and-out.
And we've seen Brock Moyer before with the long balls. He only has 2 receptions for 84 yards, but both of them were long gains against Central. Grease is back to punt. Tegan Wilk is back deep, along with Blake Maurer. No pressure, Grease, line drive kick. Tell him it takes a Millionaire bounce. Down to the 9-yard line, still rolling will stop at the 8. That's where Berwick will take over. We'll be right back. 30-second break. WebWeeklyLive.com.
I think there's something to be said about being in business for over 70 years. The value of taking care of your customers and offering them the best service and selection possible. Being a fourth-generation family-owned business and keeping tradition. Growing with your customers over the years. Seeing the same faces. It's everything for us. Visit Van Campen and see what over 70 years of care.
All right, welcome back. 52-yard punt with that roll by Dallas Grease. Millionaires back at their 8-yard line. Bulldogs. Handoff. Mason up the middle.
Well played by the Williamsport defensive front. Again, their quickness, 2 or 3 people to the ball for a short gain. 2nd down and 8 coming up for the Dogs.
Looks like the Dogs want to spread the field a little bit. Seen a lot wider formations by the wide receivers there. And they're not known to throw the ball.
Yeah, and it's interesting because their receivers aren't huddling. They're slotting their split end or staying on the line of scrimmage.
Laubach from the gun. In motion is Wilk. Keeps it. Laubach keeps it at the 10. 15. Up close to the first down. Looks like he's a little bit short. Oh, he's got it. First down, Bulldogs. What'd you see there, Coach?
A little sweep action, and he pulled the ball out and kept it. He had a nice crease and then made a quick move and was able to pick up just enough for the first down.
Laubach again from the gun. Single setback is Mason. Handoff, Mason. Straight up the middle.
Yeah, an inside trap that time. Something similar to what they opened up with, only to the other side. And this time a little bit better gain for the Dogs, but still not bad on Williamsport's part. You know, when you're seeing that motion coming flat across the offense when they're in the shotgun, it's really, really important for Williamsport's inside line and outside linebackers to have good eye discipline on the motion and where the ball's going. They've got to be disciplined.
That'll set up 2nd and 7, ball at the 22-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. In motion is Wilk. Laubach keeps again. Up the middle, first down and more, across the 30 and up to the 35.
And that's exactly what we just talked about. That time they buried Laubach in the backfield, but nobody had the halfback, gave him the ball, turned up for about a 15-yard gain. Williamsport's defense has got to make sure they're accounting for all phases.
Laubach again, keeps it again, this time coming to the short side. Big hit by Nasir Jones. He depleted him. And there's a flag on the play. Big hit by Nasir Jones. Dead ball, personal foul against the Millionaires. Rich, as a coach, that has to drive you crazy.
Yeah, it does. Again, we talked in the pregame about being disciplined and not letting the moment become too big for you on the field, and those things kill you.
First down, Bulldogs over in Millionaire territory at the 44-yard line. Laubach again from the gun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Here's an end around by Blake Maurer. Millionaires stood home there, Rich. Good defense.
Yeah, well played that time as the outside linebacker stepped up and hemmed everything back into the inside. And the backers and linemen cleaned up. First down hasn't been the problem so far for Millionaires. It's been 2nd down, big gains, and you know, not being disciplined.
Second down and 9, ball at the 43-yard line. Laubach straight drop the pass, throws over the middle, tipped, good defense.
Oh, great job that time by number 23. Should have been intercepted.
Whaley got his hand up.
Whaley had his hand on it. And he may have had some prime real estate down the sideline had he caught that.
3rd down and 9. Big defensive stand here for the Millionaires if they can hold the Bulldogs.
Now let's keep an eye on what Berwick does here, because if they've done their film study, they know the aggressiveness of Williamsport's front four. Don't be surprised if you see some type of a shuffle pass or a screen here.
Labaugh looks for the screen out of the backfield. Oh, big hit! Incomplete ball.
Great job
Incomplete.
that time.
Whaley again. No, that was Jefferson on the play there. Ball intended for Aiden Mason out of the backfield. Rich, you were calling for that screen last week all game long.
Great job that time by Jefferson as he sat home, made the short tackle, and boy, talk about what the doctor ordered here. A little bit of a drive, but Williamsport bends a bit, doesn't break, and let's get a big return.
Number 4, Shepak in to punt for the Bulldogs. Good kick.
Jefferson deep.
Bounces laterally at the 5. And it's going to roll dead inside the 5. Good punt.
It's a good roll, and they got it inside the 5 at the Williamsport 3-yard line.
Millionsport will take over at their 4-yard line. We're going to stay right here. We've got a quick turnover here.
Well, 5-yard penalty to start the first drive, ended in a 3-and-out. Let's hope Williamsport can string a couple of first downs together here, Paul, and flip the field a little bit after 2 good punts, actually, one by each team. The rolls helped greatly.
1st and 10, Millionaires, ball at their own 4-yard line. Grease handoff. Freeman up the middle, over across the 5, maybe to the 6, maybe got 2 yards on the play. Good defense again by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, as we're going early on here, it's not faring well for that young Williamsport offensive line so far.
2nd and 8, ball at the 5-yard line. They gained of 2 on the play. Grease once again from the pistol. 2 receivers closest to the bottom of your screen. Handoff Freeman again. Jump cuts back in the whole host of Bulldogs there to greet him.
8 of them.
Everybody's up in the box here.
Freeman on the carry.
Well, you said it last week, Rich. It could change in a minute in high school football here. If there's 8 guys in the box, even I know there's only 3 more to cover the receivers back deep. A quick slant, maybe someone takes off about 80 yards the other way.
And Berwick stacked the box almost every play so far. That opening, almost run-pass option where they had Nasir and Nassim might be something you're going to have to do a steady diet of to get Berwick to back off a bit.
Grease handoff again. That's Mankey. Gives him a little bit of room. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and I think what Kevin was trying to do there is just get a little bit of real estate to make it easier to punt. The worst thing you want to do here with just over 6 minutes left in the scoreless first quarter is turn the ball over.
Blake Maurer back deep for the Bulldogs along with Tegan Wilk.
And sometimes there's nothing wrong with playing it safe to live for another down.
Grease will punt from his own end zone. High snap. Flags fly.
That's going to be on Williamsport. The man in motion turned up too early, Paul, so we'll see what Berwick does with it.
Takes another roll.
They'll probably decline this since they've got the ball at midfield.
Ball comes out to midfield where it's down on the play, and the Bulldogs will take over. 5:35 remaining first quarter.
5:35 to go first quarter. No score yet from Crispin Field. We'll be right back.
I think there's something to be said about being in business for over 70 years. The value of taking care of your customers and offering them the best service and selection possible. Being a 4th-generation family-owned business and keeping tradition. Growing with your customers over the years. Seeing the same faces. It's everything for us. Visit Van Campen and see what over 70 years of care looks like. I think there's something to be said about...
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 5:35 to go, first quarter, 2nd possession of the game for the Bulldogs. No score.
See if Berwick opens up with a pass here on first down. They've been successful running the ball on second down. Not so much on first. The 2 Millionaires, and there's our man again, Nasir. 5 yards in the backfield with an excellent defensive play to start the series off for Williamsport.
And Mason hasn't begun to get his feet going here in the first quarter. It's been Laubach on the ground with the quarterback keepers.
And there's that quickness. And again, we talked about Williamsport being young. Berwick's had their way the first 2 games also. They haven't had a whole lot of adversity here, so we'll see how they react, even though they're experienced.
Second down and 14, ball at the 46-yard line of the Bulldogs. Laubach once again from the gun. Back to pass, straight drop, screen pass. Over the middle, that's Maurer at the 50. Maurer to the 45. Maurer to the outside 40. 35-30, 25-20, and inside the 20-yard line. And a first down for the Bulldogs. Nothing fancy about that, Rich.
No, one way to slow to rush down is the screen pass. We've talked about it for a couple weeks. Great job by Berwick that time in avoiding a block in the back, which would have brought it back. Well-executed play.
Gain of 31 yards on the short screen.
31-yard pass. It'll be first down for the Bulldogs. Ball at the 19-yard line. Into the game is Montez. Handoff to the upback. That is Montez. Down to about the 16-yard line.
Yeah, almost like an inside dive or veer that time, Paul. Williamsport's been dandy on first down here so far. Second down and 8.
Eric Montez, 6'1", senior, 225-pounder, plays a little fullback. A big fullback, should I say, on that one. Gain of 2 on the play, 2nd and 8, ball at the 17-yard line. Under 4 minutes to go, first quarter, no score. Paul Bo, Rich Alonis here from Crispin Field on WebWeeklyLive.com. Laubach under center. Handoff, Wilk. Right into the Millionaire defense again, down to the 15. It'll set up 3rd and long.
Wilk on the second down carry.
Nice job that time. We'll see this time if Berwick tries to spread Williamsport out by formation and get the ball to an athlete in a one-on-one.
2 on the play to the 15. 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5 for the Bulldogs.
That's a long 5.
Big play. They're coming with a tight formation. 3 tight ends. There's a pitch wide, and the Millionaires are right there.
Way too much speed. Way too much speed.
Tackle.
Great job.
Malik Jones was in there. He stood home. It'll be 4th down. We'll see if they're going to kick or they going for it here.
Malik Jones leading the charge for Williamsport.
Ball back at the 21-yard line.
Now Coach DeFrancisco is going to go for it. Another big play here with 2:35 left in the first quarter.
Berwick trying a lot of misdirection here with the Williamsport. I guess you see that a lot when there's a speed thing, trying to fool them, go one way, go the other.
Yeah, it's the trend in football now.
See a lot of those RPOs now, even in the NFL. Wilk.
He's wide open.
Oh, wide open, got a step. Overshot him by a couple of inches there.
He actually had 2 people open, Paul. That was a waggle throwback. He had Wilk wide open, and he also had 36 wide open in the upper corner. Dallas Schechterly, who haven't called yet, who's had a big first 2 games for the Bulldogs. So, hey, Williamsport's holding their own so far, take over on downs. First 2 series, though, 3 plays and out.
I'll tell you what, on that play there, when Wilk came around, I think they faked it to him, and the Williamsport corner bit for a second, and that's all it took. But now the Millionaires will take over. Grease from the pistol. Play action, runs the other way, throws over to Mazzanti.
Oh, great
Mazzanti
catch
caught
on a
it.
comeback.
Gain of 9 yards on the play. Braden Mazzanti.
And there's the throwing on the first down. Loosen Berwick up a little bit. Great call that time. Now you're very manageable at 2nd and 1. You can throw again if you think you need to here.
Mankey checks in at tailback. 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen, Jefferson and Moyer. Top of your screen is Mazzanti. Handoff, Mankey. Oh, man, lost a couple there. And there is no room, Rich, in the middle of this heart of this defense of the Bulldogs.
Mason Laubach was waiting for him that time. 6'2", 245-pound junior for the Bulldogs.
That's a big boy in there.
And one thing to keep an eye on, you're watching Berwick's free safety, and they've been in a lot of cover 3 and a little bit of combination coverages, is about 8 yards off the football only. So there is nobody in the middle of the field deep.
And Brock Moyer can fly. We've seen it before. Handoff to Freeman up to about the 30. He's going to be short of the first down.
And that time, Trey Eisworth was there to make the play. He was unblocked.
And we're under a minute to play here in the first quarter, and going to try to trade a little field position here.
Yeah, Williamsport was able to flip the field a little bit, and I'll tell you what, at the end of the first quarter, if you would have told Chuck, hey, you're going to be scoreless with a very experienced team, big game for a lot of your youngsters, I would think he would take that.
Absolutely. Grease back to punt for the Millionaires. High snap again. Grease went up and got it. Good kick, high end over end. Fair catch called for by Wilk. And number 84 stepped in front of him to catch it.
That's a double fair catch that time.
Antonio Berrata, excuse me. 25 seconds to go, first quarter. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back in 30 seconds. No score here from Crispin.
At Blaze Alexander Chevrolet, the largest volume Chevy dealer in PA, we have the largest selection of new Chevys in stock. Car, truck, or SUV, we have what you want at the lowest price guaranteed. Or we'll pay you $1,000. With more new Chevrolets in stock than ever before, why waste your time going anywhere else? Visit us at blazealexanderchevy.com and see for yourself. Blaze Alexander Chevrolet in Muncie, where you'll find the lowest price.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. First down, Bulldogs at their own 35-yard line. Double reverse. Here comes Wilk at the 40, 45, 40. He's going to go all the way. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Tegan Wilk. 65 yards for the score.
And there's the trick play, a little bit of a wing T Sally play, if you will. Misdirection and nobody home for the Millionaires, unfortunately, on the perimeter. Big
and you
play.
talk about, again, avoiding a block in the back. It was very close down there again. He put his hands up as they were going downfield, but 65 yards. Tegan Wilk, we talked about him in the pregame. He's headed to East Carolina next fall. He'll be a Pirate. And tonight he took it to the house. Brendan Hinkle on for the extra point. Here's a snap spot. Kick is up. Kick is right down the middle. Good. 7-0. Bulldogs lead it. That's a Park Pizza touchdown.
Caught the opening play and all the way for a touchdown.
Now that's a Park Pizza touchdown.
We are back, 7-0 Bulldogs, 65 yards, Rich.
Well, you know, Paul, something we didn't see the first week from Central Mountain when we did the Williamsport game was some type of misdirection, reverses, screen passes to slow Williamsport speed down. And so far, Coach DeFrancesco, in his first home game ever as the Berwick head coach, has pulled out a screen and a reverse. And they've both gone for big yards.
Williamsport has gone almost 9 quarters without giving up a touchdown, 14 seconds short of 9 quarters, and the first one is on the board. Well, let's see how they counterpunch like a good fighter here. Freeman will take it at the 4. Freeman to the 5, 10, 15, cuts to the side, 20, cuts back to the 25, has a hole at the 30. Got to explode to 25, 40, 45, up to midfield and out of real estate in Millionaire territory.
That was close to a late hit out of bounds, but no flag. Great return. Millionaires are in business.
From his 10-yard line all the way to the Berwick 40.
Down at a 40-yard line, great field position, 45, excuse me, for the Millionaires. We'll take over with 1 second to go.
Boy, I'd like to see him open up with a pass here. Some play action.
Like I said, everyone is within 5 yards of the ball. There's no one in the middle of the field there. Grease will operate from the pistol. 2 to the left, 1 to the left, 2 to the right. Grease rolling in that option. Pitch to Freeman. back at the 50 and all Bulldogs there as the first quarter comes to an end here from Crispin Field. Berwick 7, Williamsport nothing. We'll be right back with the second quarter on WebWeeklyLive.com.
I think there's something to be said about being in business for over 70 years. The value of taking care of your customers and offering them the best service and selection possible. Being a fourth-generation family-owned business and keeping tradition. Growing with your customers over the years. Seeing the same faces. It's everything for us. Visit Van Campen and see what over 70 years of care looks like.
We are back looking live at the Crossley Drone, CrossleyDrone.com, PA Sports Live, Bobo, Rich Alonis, high in the sky on a Friday night. What a great place to spend your Friday night here at Crispin Field in Berwick. Great first quarter, Rich, 7-0 Bulldogs. It was dead even until that last 14 seconds.
Yeah, big plays in the high school game often kill you, along with turnovers. And, hey, Williamsport stood toe-to-toe and still are. I mean, we've got great field position here. They had a loss on the option play, but still more than capable of picking up a couple of first downs. I think the key is going to be throwing a little bit more on first down.
Williamsport will be going left to right on your computer screen or TV, wherever you're watching us here on WebWeeklyLive.com. Grease, there's a pass over the middle, and there's a flag right there as Sheplock was step for step with Mazzanti, but a little bit too much hands there, I think, Rich.
Oh, good call by the official. He was on his back and had an arm wrapped around him. But again, take note to how close the Berwick defenders are on the line of scrimmage, including the safety, almost daring Williamsport to pass.
And that'll be very close to a first down. Bringing up 2nd and 1 or 3rd and 1. 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1.
Oh, here's the time, Rich, you want to try something right now. You got a yard here. You got single coverage down low here.
Sure, offensive coordinators love 2nd and 1s.
Grease from the pistol, rolling. Throws deep, has Sims down there, but 3 Berwick defenders there. He had a step, got the ball way too high in the air, threw into triple coverage. And top of your screen, Brock Moyer was wide open.
Down the sideline.
Down the sidelines.
Yeah, the corner and the safety converged with the other corner on the post. And I'll tell you, if he doesn't put so much air underneath it, that's a touchdown. He actually was behind the safety. I love the call. You can sneak it here 2 times to get the first down. Great call.
3rd down and 1 for the Millionaires. Tight formation. Into the game is Ian Welshams. Up the middle, he's the short yard back. We saw him have a 1-yard touchdown run at Central.
Well done that time by the Millionaire offensive line. Just a simple dive to the fullback. He takes care of business. First down.
Welshams 5'9" tall, 225-pound senior fullback, also a linebacker on this team. Very tough on that Millionaire defense. It'll be first down for the Millionaires. Ball at the Bulldog 31-yard line. 11:33 to go before the half. 2 receivers to the top of your screen. Mazzanti to the bottom of your screen. Grease under center. Here comes Williamsport with a little misdirection to Sims. Sims cuts it back up and hit by Wilk inside the 25-yard line, but a good gain on first down.
Absolutely. Beautiful play by the Millionaires. Coach Brown digging into his playbook. Good job holding on to the football. A couple of big hits so far tonight.
Absolutely. Our big hits are brought to you by Sanders Mortuary. Family owned and operated in the Williamsport area.
And another great situation for Williamsport here with the 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3. Here's Mankey, cuts
great
back.
Great cut.
I thought he lost the ball there, but he has a first down.
And we got some activity up top here.
That's Brock Moyer up there.
Drake Mankey, left side, has a Williamsport first down.
Along with number 11.
Messing around with number 11, who we can't seem to find. He's not listed anywhere on any of our rosters, so.
We'll find out at halftime.
6 yards on the carry to the 18. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 Millionaires. They're in business. They're cooking with gas here tonight. 10:30 to go before the half.
Easily their best drive of the game.
Grease from the pistol. Handoff, Mankey again, straight up the middle, dives forward. Brock Moyer out of the game right now. He's coming back in. I think Coach Cruz just pulled him out just to calm him down a little bit. And now he's back into the game. And out goes number 13, Isaiah Dixon.
Going again, 7-0. Right, you've got the ball on Berwick's 17-yard line, a 2nd and 9. You've got a field goal kicker, if I'm correct, kicked the 43-yard field goal last week. 3 points right here is big if you have to resort to it. No turnovers.
Got to get points. Grease straight back, looks, throws. Again, contact again, and a flag flies. I think this one's against Williamsport.
Wow.
False start. I'll tell you, Rich, in a quarter so far, just a little bit over a quarter, we haven't seen Dallas Grease get out of the pocket and run yet.
No.
I mean, that's been his strong point the first 2 games.
Well, they ran one waggle, Paul, with that comeback, which gave him a run-pass option. He took the option to throw the comeback, but no, he has not.
I mean, last week he was dynamite on the ground. We haven't seen any of it here tonight.
Illegal procedure on the play.
That's going to back him up 5 yards back to the 22-yard line.
And, of course, with Berwick playing as tight as they are, it's hard to get the corner.
And Berwick's quick. You can see their ends are quick and big. Wilkes, a big kid. Blaine Cleaver, number 9, the middle linebacker, tight end, 6'3", 212. Another big kid. Jefferson in motion. Back to pass, throws. Almost a lateral there to Jefferson, and short pickup of anything. Might have lost a yard. I think he stepped out of bounds there. It'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, I guarantee you they come back to that later on in the game. They're setting some things up, and these calls are all right now. You're taking a look and see how Berwick, we used to call it wasting a formation or wasting a motion to see how the defense is going to adjust to it, and don't be surprised if they come back to that same thing later. Pump a fake to the back and go deep with it.
3rd and 14, 3rd and 16 here. Now, Rich, we know we don't need 16 yards for that first down. We'll take 8 and set up a field goal.
Absolutely.
They got a great kicker here. We just don't want to go backwards the other direction. 2 receivers top, 2 to the bottom. Grease, back to pass, straight drop, throws. Nice catch by Nasir Jones and down to the 15-yard line. They got 10 on that play, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes Kramer.
Williamsport passes completed to Nasir Jones.
Oh, we think.
Tackled immediately by Blake Seaver.
We're going to have a 4th and about 7.
Kramer came out and he
sent
him
he
back.
is. Here he comes.
Number 34.
Why not? Well within his range, based on last week.
Jonathan Kramer will kick. Dallas Grease will hold.
Boy, if he can hit this would be a great answer by the young Millionaires.
37-yarder on the way. Snap, kick, spot. It's up, and it is
True.
Good. He snuck it through the upright. Williamsport is on the board. 37 yards out. Jonathan Kramer snuck it in the right upright. 7-3, Berwick leads. We'll be right back with the kickoff.
I'm Brian Cochran, owner and operator of Cochran Automotive and Towing. We have complete towing, roadside services from lockouts, fuel delivery, flat tires, and breakdowns. We all know accidents happen. When they do, request us. We can save you $75 on a city fee if you request us.
Thank you to all the fans that enjoy the 2 Friday night light games. Paul Bowe, Rich Salonis bringing you the one on Web Weekly Live. We got Gary Chrisman and Babe Mayer over on Cable Sports Productions. We love bringing you Friday night football. Also for watching touchdowns and tailgates. It's my pleasure to get around, interview the coaches, the players, and give you a little wrap-up each week of what's going on, a little look ahead. So thank you to everyone. Catch us Friday night, catch us Wednesday. See you at a football field near you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Web Weekly Live, 2 games every week. Paul Bowe, Rich Salonis, we're here in Berwick. Babe Mayer, Gary Chrisman are down in Montoursville for Jersey Shore and Montoursville. Thanks to Jim Webb, he brings us 2 games every week. Web Weekly, 58,000 subscribers in your house in the Williamsport area. I talked about it last week. They all like the coupons, Rich. More coupons. And the Millionaires stop them at the 20.
Nice coverage that time by by Williamsport. A lot of chirping going on down there. Both sides pointing back and forth. We've already had one flag. Well, looks like we got ourselves a good one here again.
Somebody has a fire going back here. I can smell it up here.
Part of the town might be on fire from,
from those fireworks before. 7-3 Bulldogs lead. 8:42 to go before the half. Laubach will operate from the gun. Lone setback is Mason. 3 receivers, top of your screen. Laubach keeps it on the keeper. And Powers ahead. They could have had him for maybe a yard loss there, but he kept powering ahead.
Yeah, Williamsport, believe it or not, had that defended very well. Stavon Jefferson missed the tackle in the hole. Unfortunately, 5'8", 165-pound sophomore missed them in the hole, but they had it defended as well as you could.
2nd and 1 for the Bulldogs. Ball up at the 29-yard line. Officials timeout. Going to restart the play clock. Not working again. Must be bad luck here, Rich. Play clock's not working again. Now they're going to wind it. All right, here we go. 2nd and 1, ball at the 29-yard line. Laubach from the gun. 2 receivers to each side. Handoff. Up the middle. That is Mason in the open field and down inside the 40-yard line of the Millionaires. What'd you see there, Coach?
Well, that was an inside trap, and I'm going to tell you what, number 79 from Berwick made that play, and unfortunately don't have his number listed either. Yep, there it is. Noah Craig, 5'11", 257-pound senior, did an awesome job on the short trap.
1st and 10 Bulldogs. Ball at the 40-yard line. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Single setback is Mason. Laubach operates. No, that was a direct snap. That was number 9 into the game. That's
Fumble.
Cleveland, a fumble, and Williamsport got it.
Williamsport does have it. Another trap play. A nice job again by number 79, but there's your turnover.
Stavon Jefferson on the recovery.
Yep. He atoned.
Well, Berwick, like you said, they like to pull a little bit of a rabbit out of their hat. They put Blade Cleaver in. The direct snap went to him, the tight end. Laubach flanked out as a receiver. Fooled the announcers up here. And Williamsport has the ball on a turnover, the first turnover of the game. Couldn't come at a better time if you're a Millionaires fan.
Absolutely.
7 minutes, 32 seconds to go in the half. 7-3 Berwick.
In the last 2 series, the Millionaires' offense has been heating up. And now just look at where the free safety is now on first down, just from passing a little bit. About 10 or 11 yards, 14 yards off the ball.
Low snap, Grease got it and covered it.
Yeah, 2 or 3 dogs were waiting at that time after the errant snap. And if Williamsport can hold their own up front, it's going to be a very interesting game.
I'm wondering how long it's going to take before they take a shot down the sidelines here. Someone has to notice that. There's single coverage on these receivers on the outside part. And like you said, the safety
now the safety's up tight on the 2nd and 15, which doesn't make too much sense. That time
man.
The backs went the wrong way. We had a mistake in the backfield, and huge loss for the Millionaires.
Checkerly on that broken play, and Williamsport is going backwards here, Coach.
Yeah, not good.
6:40 clock running to go. First half, 7-3 Berwick. 3rd and 22 back at the 9-yard line.
Yeah, we'll see if they run something safe here and punt the ball and hopefully get somewhat of a roll on the punt.
Grease is going to take this one from under center. Handoff to Freeman. Up the middle, over the 10-yard line and nothing else. Great defense by the Bulldogs on that series.
Yep, they did what they had to. You know, we've talked a little bit about these defenses, Williamsport's youth, Berwick size. You know, Pittston last week rushed for -7 yards against Berwick's front.
I think they had minus for the game. I think I did look at that box score, and they had minus yards for the game. Total yards. Unbelievable in a 46-0 shellacking. Snap. Grease with the running kick off the side of his foot. It's going to bounce at the 30 and out of bounds about the 34-yard line. That's where the Bulldogs will take over. Great field position for Berwick. 5:34 to go in the first half. We're going to stay right here. Big drive here for Berwick and an even bigger drive for that Williamsport defense.
Yeah, and they've hurt Williamsport on a couple big plays, a screen and misdirection. Don't be surprised if Carmi pulls something out of his hat right here on first down with great field position. Certainly spreading the field.
Yep, Berwick has 3 receivers to the right. That's Wilk in the slot. And a timeout, it looks like, on the field. They call it timeout?
Now
Timeout on the field by Williamsport. We'll take one also. We'll be right back.
At Blaze Alexander Chevrolet, the largest volume Chevy dealer in PA, we have the largest selection of new Chevys in stock. Car, truck, or SUV, we have what you want at the lowest price guaranteed. Or we'll pay you $1,000. With more new Chevrolets in stock than ever before, why waste your time going anywhere else? Visit us at blazealexanderchevy.com and see for yourself. Blaze Alexander Chevrolet in Muncie, where you'll find the lowest price guaranteed. Or we'll pay you $1,000. Find new roads.
Brian Hess medical costs and end-of-life planning. Stanley and Brian Hess would appreciate your help during this journey.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This drive is sponsored by Sanders Mortuary, 821 Diamond Street in Williamsport. Quick hitter to Wilk. Ball's on the ground again, but
that popped right back to Berwick.
Right back to Berwick. Short gain on the play by Tegan Wilk. Gain of 1 on the play.
For a short gain of 1 yard.
Second and 9 for the Bulldogs. Ball at the 33-yard line of the Millionaires. Laubach from the shotgun. Keeps it himself. Cuts back. Down inside the 30, and he's slow to get up. He took a big hit there, Rich.
Yeah, he did. And that time the inside linebacker didn't really have good eye discipline for the Millionaires and was able to cut back up into a seam. Well, we'll see what happened. I don't know if he got his bell rung or not, but he took.
Someone lowered the boom right in the kidney area.
Yeah, there's been some pretty big hits here tonight. What you would expect.
Absolutely. Webb Weekly live in 58,000 homes. Jim Webb, touchdowns and tailgates. You could catch them Wednesdays, I believe, on Facebook. Join Jim and all the players from around the area. We saw him do a great show this week with Montoursville. And Chris Massey joined him. They gave Massey's top 5. Rich, great show. Tune in and watch it. WebWeeklyLive.com. Tailgates and touchdowns and tailgates. You can say it any way you want. It's a tongue twister. Jim Webb hosts it. He's the boss. That's all that matters.
Chase Nye, touchdown. The linebacker picked it up. That was not a forward pass. First down and 10 football.
Inside handoff. Oh, on the bootleg. Grease, 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Williamsport, great keep.
First quarter, on their third play from scrimmage, quarterback Brent Burley's pass gets picked off by Logan Ott and returned for a touchdown to put the Warriors up 7-0.
Play action. Golden good. Back to pass. Got a man there going up. What a catch! 25, 20, 15, 10. Touchdown. 67 yards.
Steps up, wants it all, throws back.
Third and 2.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan Laubach walked off the field at his own power. Blaine Cleaver now in at quarterback for the Bulldogs. Third down and 2 yards to go. Handoff to number 21. That's Alejandro Lopez.
Haven't called his name tonight. That's the first one.
Just check the game. Berwick moving a lot of guys in and out here.
Yeah, trademark of Berwick football for decades under the famous George Curry, and that was one of his famous formations, what we call an elephant or a jumbo right formation. Here it is again, and don't be surprised if they pass out of it.
Cleaver under center, Lopez the lone setback. Handoff, Lopez again. Nice jump cut back. Inside the 20, down to the 16, looking for a little daylight. It closed up in a hurry. 4 minutes to go. First half, 7-3 Bulldogs here. Crispin Field as darkness begins to fall on Crispin Field here.
And I think what Lopez gives Berwick is a little bit more of that jump cut, quicker person that can get to the outside after one cut rather than a power back, and he's staying in the game. Senior at 5'6", 180 pounds for the Dogs. Now he's flipped the formation to the left.
Cleaver under center again, handoff Lopez.
Same play, third time in a row.
Millionaires are there to stop it for a short gain. It'll bring up third and about 5. Big defensive play here for the Millionaires.
It is, especially this late in the half.
Lobot's still on the bench there.
He's got his head down. It doesn't look too good at the moment.
Hate to see that happen at any level.
One thing you know about Berwick and Williamsport kids, it's going to take something fairly serious to keep them from coming back.
Same formation again, Cleaver under center. Lopez lone setback. Hard count by Cleaver. Goes back the other way. Lopez cuts back to the 10. Inside the 10, 5, stretching for the goal line, and he is in. 16-yard touchdown run by Alejandro Lopez. Great moves, Rich. Bounce to the outside like a pinball. You said that, change of direction back, and he got to the end zone. It's Pater. It's 13-3, point after pending.
Yeah, that time out of that jumbo set, they ran a counter trap, pulling 2 people. He actually cut it back twice and then used some decent power. So this young man certainly has put a spark in the Bulldog offense.
That was a big play. That was 3rd and 5 there, but the Bulldogs score. Hinkle on for the extra point. Here's a snap spot. Kick is up. Kick is right through. 2 minutes, 53 seconds to go before the half. Berwick 14, Williamsport 3. We'll be right back with the kickoff.
Caught the opening play and all the way for a touchdown.
Now that's a Park Pizza touchdown.
Everybody's talking about the new Dolly's Diner, Dolly's West, 701 Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. Monday through Saturday, 6 to 8. Sunday, 6 to 3. The amazing breakfast all day, every day. The amazing sticky rolls every day. Great features and specials every day. And don't forget, go there for your birthday. They'll sing to you at Dolly's.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Now open, Dolly's Diner West, Park Avenue, Williamsport.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Montez, here's an onside kick, and the Millionaires were already backing up, but very alertly, Mankey fell on it there. That could have been disastrous.
Well, if that was on purpose, this is really interesting. Let's talk about giving Williamsport great field position with 2 timeouts left, right when you've taken over the momentum. Wow, that's interesting.
I think it was definitely on purpose. He topped that ball, and everyone from Williamsport was going back. Drake Mankey, Johnny on the spot right there, and fell on it.
Well, Williamsport's got a great opportunity here to get themselves a little bit closer going into the half.
Grease now operating from the gun again. 2 receivers to his left. Mazzanti to the bottom of your screen. Lone setback is Freeman. Freeman moved a little bit quick. No call. Here comes Grease running outside the pocket. Now throws across his body, and absolutely no one there. You know, that looked, Rich, like he had some daylight if he kept running there, but he kind of hesitated.
He did. If he would have made the decision very early to run with the ball, he probably could have gotten 5 or 6 yards to get out of bounds. Not a bad call here to open up.
No, and like I said, he still has not 1 carry on this game with 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the half. Yeah, I know Dallas is a smaller kid, but he definitely is tough. 6 foot, 165-pounder, tough as nails, and quick as lightning. Full house backfield for now. Jefferson in motion.
Yeah, he got straight
Here comes
man
the
coverage
blitz.
by Berwick. There it is.
Nice pass over the middle. Nasir Jones in traffic up to the 50-yard line, 3rd and short, Rich.
Yep, great call that time. They caught Berwick in man coverage. A short tackle made her. It would have been a longer gain. Very manageable. 3rd down and 3.5.
3rd and 3.
Plenty of time left in the half for Williamsport. 2 timeouts.
Top
2
of your
minutes.
screen is Moyer. No one's up on Brock Moyer.
Nope.
Now they're getting over there. 2 receivers to the short side of your field. Grease under center. Handoff. Freeman. Bounces out and back to the line of scrimmage, and that is all. 4th down.
Actually probably lost about a half yard. Probably tried to run a quick trap, and Berwick was too quick.
There's been nothing up the middle all night long, Rich.
Now, very, very rarely they have not gotten consistent yardage there.
Decision time. What are we doing, Coach?
I punt. Punt the ball. 14-3 is nothing to be ashamed about. It's you know, with the young football team, it's well within reach to be able to come back in the second half, especially the way we saw Williamsport 2 weeks ago in the second half come out and totally dominate Central Mountain.
Williamsport's going to delay a game here. They had some personnel problem getting on the field, and now it is, they called the timeout. He ran the play clock down.
Right.
That was one way, but they had a personnel problem there. A couple people late getting onto the field there.
And that's a smart thing to do if you have the timeouts to use. Let the clock run down.
Another shot at a CrosslyDrone.com drone cam here at Crispin Field. What a beautiful complex it is here.
Yeah, we've certainly been lucky the first 3 weeks, haven't we?
It's early. It's early and the weather will be turning soon. Nice and warm here on a Friday night. Minute 26 to go before intermission. 14-3 Dogs. They are going to get the ball back. And Wilk is back deep for Berwick, along with Maurer. Grease the kick. High snap again. Oh, it's a fake. There's contact down there and incomplete. It was a fake punt. A lot of contact along the sidelines. No flags.
Well, he missed that one.
There was a lot of contact along that far sidelines. Well after the 5 yards.
Williamsport on the fake punt long pass goes incomplete, and the Bulldogs will take over.
Well, Berwick has a minute and 20 seconds, and the ball is at 49-yard line to Williamsport.
I'm sorry to get excited and interrupt you, buddy, but they got more than a minute and 20 because they've got all 3 timeouts left. All 3 timeouts left. So
Cleaver's still in at quarterback.
Millionaires rolled the dice there and came up empty.
Cleaver rolling, throws, complete to number 84. Inside the 45-yard line. Antonio Barata.
It's I believe his first reception of the evening. And the first pass for that young man. A safe one.
2nd and 3.
2nd and 3, 7-yard gain on the play. Lopez remains in at tailback.
You even got enough of time now to use your run game here very easily.
Well, good.
Very easily with 3 timeouts left.
Good sign Laubach is off the bench, standing on the sidelines by coach. 2 receivers top of your screen. Cleaver from the gun, screen pass over to Lopez. Millionaires are there. He cuts it back though across the grain and a big hit, but he's real close to a first down.
He's going to be a little bit short, I think, Paul. We'll see here if Coach DeFrancisco chooses to use a timeout. Apparently not. Now we're under a minute. Clock's still running, and now they choose to call a timeout, and they've wasted about 8 or 9 seconds there. It's a good thing for Williamsport.
52 seconds to go. Timeout. We're going to take one also. We'll be right back.
Thank you to all the fans that enjoy the 2 Friday night light games. Paul Bowe, Rich Salonis bringing you the one on Web Weekly Live. We got Gary Crispin and Babe Mayer over on Cable Sports Productions. We love bringing you Friday Night Football. Also for watching touchdowns and tailgates. It's my pleasure to get around, interview the coaches, the players, and give you a little wrap-up each week of what's going on, a little look ahead. So thank you to everyone. Catch us Friday night, catch us Wednesday. See you at a football field near you.
Chase Nye, touchdown. The linebacker picked it up. That was not a forward pass. First down and 10 football.
Inside handoff. Oh, on the bootleg. Grease, 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touch.
Third and a short one for the Bulldogs.
3rd and 1 for the Bulldogs. Cleaver from the shotgun. 2 receivers to the top of your screen. Cleaver straight drop back. Under pressure, Nasir Jones throws it to the corner. Looking for...
I'll tell you, great effort that time by Nasir Jones again. Man, he's just got a non-stop motor.
Intended for number 4, Shepherd.
Pressure from number 11, Nasir Jones.
Nasir Jones in again in the backfield. 4th and 1, 46 seconds to go.
Well, he's got another year remaining. 6'1", 210-pound junior.
Cleaver under center, 2 receivers. Here's a quarterback sneak. And spins and gets the first down.
The quarterback Cleaver keeping the ball on his left side and picks up a Berwick first down.
43 seconds left. 2 timeouts for the Dogs. Ball on Williamsport's 35-yard line. Clock now wound and running. Inside of 40 seconds, Berwick's taking its good old time. Here's a good thing for Williamsport.
Cleaver from the gun. Calls his own number again. Quarterback draw up the middle. Nice tackle on the play by Edward Jefferson, number 33.
Yeah, and that was a design quarterback trap, Paul, off the play action there. Didn't really fool Williamsport or get anything. And Carmen's going to use his timeout. I believe that'll leave him with 1 left.
27 seconds to go.
2nd down and 8. You know, they say it's, every second counts, but 2 plays ago they let 7 or 8 seconds run off the clock before they decided to call a timeout. That could mean a difference between a field goal or an extra play or 2. Just, some things from coaching that I need to get out of my system now that I'm not doing it anymore, but you try to work a play ahead.
That's all right. We're happy to have you up here doing the X and O's, connecting my dots, so to say. 2nd and 8, ball at the 33-yard line. 27 seconds to go before half. Same formation for the Bulldogs. Cleaver back to pass, under pressure again. Throws and incomplete and a flag down, and so is Cleaver. Nasir Jones again pressuring.
Yeah, you beat me to it. I was just going to ask you, guess who?
Well, in 3 games so far, they have not put any pressure. No one could stop Nasir Jones in the first 3 games.
We had a penalty against Berwick. There's going to back him up.
15-yard penalty against the Bulldogs will move the ball back to the Millionaires 48.
And I'm one of these conservative types. Right now, I just hand the ball off, go into the half up 14-3 if I'm Berwick.
2nd and 23, ball at the 48. Laubach now back in, ball on the ground. Ball is on the turf and recovered by the Millionaires.
Time for at least 2 plays with 1 timeout left. There you go.
Javon Jefferson, that's the 2nd fumble recovery by Jefferson.
Yep, very opportunistic, and,
And Laubach came back into the game for that play. Maybe they wanted the big arm on that. And a turnover with 14 seconds to go. Kramer, very good kicker.
Absolutely, I was just going to throw that out. You throw a couple of comeback patterns on the sideline. 2 of those, you complete them, roll out. Got yourself a shot.
Realistic, we need about 25 yards, the Millionaires. First and 10, Grease from the shotgun. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. That is Menzanti. Grease rolling to the left, under pressure, and down he goes again.
Eric Montez on the quarterback.
Yeah, Eric Montez in for another sack. He's been very active tonight also.
That will be the final play.
And that is it. We've played one half here at Crispin Field. 14-3 Berwick. We'll be back with the halftime show.
Threatening again. Grease. Off that fake, scrambles left. To the 10, the 5. Grease dances side.
Let's get right to it. Sun Gazette, Doc Massey, top 5.
Montoursville number 1. That Hughesville game was that was another one that sounds like it's one of the ones you'd never expect to see because it was 28-0 less than 4 minutes into the game.
We don't have to talk about it. I was there. The best part of the game for anybody that didn't see it this year, Military Appreciation Night at Hughesville.
Awesome.
It was Military Appreciation Night, and that was the best part of the night. Watching the flag come in, they parachuted in the game ball, and it's a nice tribute to the people that allow us to have Friday Night Lights and to do everything that's right. But from that point on, not very good.
Yeah.
So, but we do have Montoursville hosting the Bulldogs. Gary Chrisman, Babe Mayer are going to have the game Friday night. Might as well ask you about that great early season matchup.
And Montoursville desperately needs a game like that because these first 2 weeks have been walkovers, and the starters have barely even played 2 quarters yet, so they need to be tested. They need to go 4 quarters in a game, and that'll definitely happen this week.
And we just came from Montoursville, and that's no fun for the senior, for any of the players, but especially seniors, your last go around. I mean, you want to be out there, and
absolutely. You look at a guy like Hunter Shearer coming off a 2,000-yard, 30-touchdown pass season, and he's gotten to attempt 9 passes so far. And it's no fault of anybody. It's just that they've been really good and they've overmatched these teams, but I think they'll have fun in a really good competitive game on Friday night. I think it's going to be a pretty awesome game.
Not to get into a complete preview, but again, Gary and Babe will have the game. But I called Coach J.C. Kiefer, the old Shaquille O'Neal nickname, the big fundamental. I called him the big fundamental of coaching. What amazed me was how his teams play from the first guy to the last guy. But I could do the same for Coach Gravish. I mean, their teams are so well prepared from the first guy on the roster to the last guy. And I look forward to the game.
Yeah, Montoursville, I think, was a measuring stick in this area for years, and Jersey Shore, once Tom Gravish got there, now they've become a similar program. And heck, before Jersey Shore beat Montoursville in 2014, they hadn't beaten them since 1985.
Wow.
And now they've won the last 2 games in the series. And the interesting thing about this series, what makes it so much fun, is that the last 6 games, whoever's been losing at halftime has ended up winning the game.
That is fun.
So, they're back and forth, and it's exciting, and I'm looking forward to it.
Excellent. Number 2 in the Chris Massey Sun Gazette.
Jersey Shore.
The Bulldogs, we lead right into them.
The defense, the offense, I think they scored 55 in the opener, so you figured they're pretty good, but the defense had given up 35, and Belfont must be really good because that defense was just awesome against Selinsgrove, one of the most dominant defensive performances I've ever seen. They allowed, I think it was 46 yards against a really good team.
That's pretty darn. Doesn't get much better than that.
And then Tanner Lorson, the quarterback, he totaled, I think, over 400 yards, and
he's almost to 1,000 yards in 2 weeks, then, right?
Yeah, he's I think he's around 756 yards right now total offense.
That's amazing.
And he's so comfortable in that offense. You can just tell he's in total command, running that rapid fire, no huddle offense like Chip Kelly did.
Who would have thought it at Jersey Shore? That you'd be seeing that. It just amazing. Yeah. Great job by Coach Gravish and his staff.
Yeah.
So number 3,
Williamsport,
the Millionaires.
And
Coach Cruz, two goose eggs on the board.
Yeah, amazing. I don't know the last time that's happened at Williamsport. I've been here since 1999, and it's certainly never happened in my time. And it just speaks to the improvement they've made because last year, in their first 2 games, they allowed, I think, 64 points. And for the year, they allowed over 30 points a game. And I mean, they're not letting teams whiff the end zone right now. And they're young, but they got guys that fly around, and they're playing fast, they're aggressive, they're hungry, and they've been fun to watch.
That's the one thing I take out of the first two games. I've watched them both on Web Weekly Live, and it's not one or two guys to the ball. Yeah. It's the old swarm, and there's 11 guys tracking the ball, and they're smacking.
Yeah, and their tackling was less than stellar a year ago, and that impresses me. They're not letting people get yards after contact. They're stoning people.
And I forget. Nasir Jones is only a junior.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
He seems like he's been there forever already.
Yeah, I mean, he's been a beast. I mean, he's literally been living in opponents' backfields these first 2 weeks, and I think he's just going to get better and better and be more of a terror for opposing linemen.
And they got Bulldogs to play this week too in Berwick.
And that's going to be a real challenge. This will be a great measuring stick to see where they're at. I think they're definitely the underdog going in, but this is at the beginning of the year I would have said, oh, that's a blowout. They're going to go there and Berwick's going to smack them. But the way Williamsport's playing, I think the mentality that they have right now, I think it'll be a pretty good game.
And Paul Bowe and Coach Zelonis will have that ball game on Web Weekly Live as Williamsport travels down to Crispin Field.
Yeah,
and
great environment.
Great environment, great place to play. Number 4.
We'll stick with Lewisburg, who beat Central Mountain by 30. Defense was a little bit of a concern, but the offense looked pretty good.
Max Moyers got on track, right?
Yeah, he had 126 yards, and the quarterback, Nick Shedleski, went over 4,000 yards for his career, so he's the first to do that at Lewisburg.
They'll be there by the end of the year.
They're young, but I think they'll get better and better.
Number 5?
The Canton Warriors. I saw them on Saturday against Montgomery, and they're legit. They're going to be a big threat in Class A this year.
Yeah, I agree, and it's great for the Canton and the small schools of the northern tier. You hit the word legit.
Sure, you're going pocket, jump, balls in the feet. That's what we do here at FastMaz. We teach speed, agility, and quickness because we want you all to be better athletes. That's why you're here. So make sure on this one, when you jump up, come down, power leg, acceleration. Softball, football, basketball, soccer, baseball, softball, whatever you got, we can do it here.
Fastmaz.com.
Fastmaz.com.
Lift your knees. You gotta get your knees up. Come on, let's go.
You gotta be here.
My name is Matt Cochran. I am a late model driver from Williamsport, Pennsylvania. I have been racing at my local dirt tracks for the last 20 years with my family by my side. My father's business, Cochran Automotive and Towing, has been my main sponsor from the very beginning. Racing is not just something I do, it is something I live for. My whole family is involved, from my mom and dad to my brother Bradley, my cousin Tyler, my uncle Wayne, and now my wife Megan and stepson Brock. Everyone pitches in and helps out in one way or another. Every Friday night the family packs up and heads out to Clinton County Motor Speedway where I run my limited late model. As soon as my supermotor is done being freshened up, we will start running that on Saturday nights. Right now we are running up front and are competitive, but we could be doing better with some new equipment and technology. I am looking for additional sponsors to complete the 2019 season and for the next.
Hey everybody, Bobby Kirshner here. We're doing our first series of videos with my man Rizzo. Excited to be using him for the first time today. He's been all over the place. We see him all over with Master P and these celebrities online. So we're pumped to be using him. You're going to be seeing a lot of our videos, whether it's BK Group or Agent Video Marketing, and we're excited to be out there.
At Blaze Alexander Chevrolet, the largest volume Chevy dealer in PA, we have the largest selection of new Chevys in stock. Car, truck, or SUV, we have what you want at the lowest price guaranteed. Or we'll pay you $1,000. With more new Chevrolets in stock than ever before, why waste your time going anywhere else? Visit us at blazealexanderchevy.com and see for yourself. Blaze Alexander Chevrolet in Muncie, where you'll find the lowest price guaranteed. Or we'll pay you $1,000. Find new roads.
Chase Nye, touchdown. The linebacker picked it up. That was not a forward pass. First down and 10 football.
Inside handoff. Oh, on the bootleg. Grease. 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Williamsport. Great keep.
First quarter. On their third play from scrimmage, quarterback Brent Burley's pass gets picked off by Logan Ott and returned for a touchdown to put the Warriors up 7-0.
Play action. Golden good. Back to pass. Got a man there going up. What a catch! 25, 20, 15, 10. Touchdown. 67 yards.
Pass. Steps up, wants it all. Throws. Got Brock Boyer down the field. Nice. Did he catch it? Touchdown. Brock Boyer. Good coverage. Dallas Crease. Kavanaugh back to pass. Looking deep out. Watkins has it at the 20, 15, 10,
He's gonna score.
5.
Touchdown.
He's going to score. Touchdown. Touchdown.
With 6.2
touchdown,
seconds
Reese
left.
Watkins. Reese Watkins scores with 6 seconds to go from 30 yards out. Chase Kavanaugh to Reese Watkins again. That's the second time. 6 seconds to go.
I'm Brian Cochran, owner and operator of Cochran Automotive and Towing. We have complete towing, roadside services from lockouts, fuel delivery, flat tires, and breakdowns. We all know accidents happen. When they do, request us. We can save you $75 on a city fee if you request us.
Sure you're going pocket, jump, balls in the feet. That's what we do here at FastMaz. We teach speed, agility, and quickness because we want you all to be better athletes. That's why you're here. So make sure on this one, when you jump up, come down, power leg, acceleration. Softball, football, basketball, soccer, baseball, softball, whatever you got, we can do it here.
Fastmaz.com.
Fastmaz.com. Lift your knees. You gotta get your knees up. Come on, let's go.
You gotta be here.
Caught the opening play and all the way for a touchdown.
Now that's a Park Pizza touchdown.
My name is Matt Cochran. I am a late model driver from Williamsport, Pennsylvania. I have been racing at my local dirt tracks for the last 20 years with my family by my side. My father's business, Cochran Automotive and Towing, has been my main sponsor from the very beginning. Racing is not just something I do, it is something I live for. My whole family is involved, from my mom and dad to my brother Bradley, my cousin Tyler, my uncle Wayne, and now my wife Megan and stepson Brock. Everyone pitches in and helps out in one way or another. Every Friday night the family packs up and heads out to Clinton County Motor Speedway where I run my limited late model. As soon as my supermotor is done being freshened up, we will start running that on Saturday nights. Right now we are running up front and are competitive, but we could be doing better with some new equipment and technology. I am looking for additional sponsors to complete the 2019 season and for the next 2020 season coming.
All right, welcome back, everyone, to Crispin Field, WebWeeklyLive.com, PA Sports Live, high in the sky earlier today. The Crossley drone comm looks great. Rich, great complex here, great first half, 14-3. Here at intermission, Berwick with the lead. Got a couple scores also via the score stream from a couple of my buddies. 20-0, Hazleton trails Dallas right after intermission. I know you got one I saw come to you.
Yeah, 7-7 late in the first half, South Williamsport and Hughesville, where we'll be heading next week to see the Mountaineers take on the Muncie Indians.
Should be a good game there. Going to give a couple shout-outs here for people that did send me scores. We saw George earlier in the night as we walked in, the True Wrestling Manager Extraordinaire. I know him a long time. His boss also watching here on WebWeeklyLive.com, former third-string cornerback from these Berwick Bulldogs in the class of 2008. Sean McLaughlin listening up there in Mountaintop, Pennsylvania, says we sound really good, Rich. The game is really good, I know that. And the third quarter is about to start in about 2 minutes. The scoring got started here. Tegan Wilk on the reverse, 65 yards. Point after was good, and Berwick led 7-0. Williamsport came back with Kramer, 37-yard field goal, 7-3, and right before the intermission, 16-yard touchdown run by Alejandro Lopez, who provided the spark. Little number 21 at 5'6". Bulldogs went up 14-3. They were driving again. Another turnover recovered by number 20 for the Millionaires, Stefan Jefferson. That was his second fumble recovery of the half. Millionaires couldn't do anything with it. Clock ran out. We're here at intermission now. You got to be very fortunate if you're Coach Cruz here to be down 14-3 here. Got a couple turnovers. You said during halftime when we were talking, you got to throw on first down. That's your thing.
Well, I think they need to loosen Berwick up a little bit. You're getting 8 men in the box, and after a couple times they did throw, you noticed the free safety. And Berwick's been either going cover 4 or cover 1, and cover 0, man free or man and a form of a cover 3. You've got to loosen them up a little bit. And when they did throw early on in the series, you noticed that the safety came back and was 3 or 4 yards off the ball, even deeper. And that extra safety may not seem to mean a lot, but that's oftentimes your force and alley player that ends up making the tackles. He's unaccounted for when he's that close to the line of scrimmage. He's essentially another linebacker. So when you spread the field and you throw on first down, you're forcing them to back up, back off, and get you some space. And, of course, believe Williamsport's got some athletes that they can take advantage of some space here.
And speaking of athletes on the defensive side of the ball, no team so far in 3 weeks has an answer for number 11, Nasir Jones. He's been in on every play. The success that Berwick has had this first half was running misdirection plays.
Yeah, it's a staple of Carm DeFrancisco's offense everywhere he's been. And he runs a lot of wing T principles and threw in a little bit of Coach Curry's heavier jumbo sets on the series that featured Lopez when they went down and scored. So he's very famous for doing that, but it's been the big plays, 2 of them, that have cost the Millionaires so far. But they're very much in this football game.
Absolutely. And like I said, a young Williamsport team that we're going to be seeing the next couple of years get better and better. From the Williamsport coaching staff, last year they had such high expectations. The injury bug hit the team. Joe Fagnano had mono, and Marcus Simmons with a broken collarbone, and Trayson Potts in his knee. And the injuries mounted after mounted, and this team just kept fighting and fighting. And a lot of these underclassmen, we talked about it on opening night, got to play some valuable minutes. And it's definitely, there's no substitute for experience, Rich. You know that.
Yeah, and sometimes when the football gods don't smile on you, in the end, the rainbow comes out with these kids getting some experience.
I feel a T-shirt should be made on that. I'll buy one. All right, we're underway here in the second half. That's Laubach with the ball. Mason on the return. And the Bulldogs will be starting up about the 24-yard line, it looks, Rich.
Yeah, and we did find out at halftime who number 11 is for the Bulldogs. That would be senior Preston Robbins, who I was told in the press box downstairs is a transfer in to the Bulldog program.
All right, that will answer the question why he wasn't on our press sheet.
And he is not on the field currently.
But Laubach is. He's coming back, and they're going to stay with the hot hand. Lopez in the backfield. Single setback.
It's that jumbo formation. Here's the play they hurt Williamsport with in
Big
the
hole,
first half.
35-40, sidesteps, cuts back like a pinball, like Barry Sanders. We used to see him change directions. Where's the same number 21? And a big gain by Lopez.
It's just some power football. Again, with the weight advantage and size advantage, I think maybe Carmi at halftime said, listen, we're just going to run right at him a little bit and see if we can wear him down.
Ryan Lawball has returned to the quarterback.
Got some scores coming up on this after this play here. Laubach under center, handoff Lopez again, bouncing around across midfield, looking for daylight, in with the trees in traffic, and still powers ahead. And now another late flag on the play, and this is against Williamsport.
You know, they run a counter trap that time with both of those jumbo backs away from the strength. You stop them for about a 2-yard gain, and now you have a personal foul that's going to give them 15 yards.
I've got some scores just came in. Jim Webb sent them over to South Williamsport 13, Hughesville 6.5, Montoursville 28, Jersey Shore 13 at the half. Jersey Shore took an early 13-0 lead, and Montoursville came back to put 28 on the board. Muncie 10-1 to 6.5, and Loyalsock and Chickalemi are 0-0 late in the first half.
Wow, that one's a surprise.
All right, first down at the 33-yard line for the Bulldogs. Another jumbo package. Laubach under center, Lopez again, up the middle, and
yeah, no pulls that time, just a straight blast.
Lopez on the carry, pick up a 2.
2-yard gain. And we are seeing the same formation, Rich, over and over, almost daring Williamsport to stop them.
And sooner or later, he's going to run a counter out of this or throw off a play action. I think it's pretty apparent that what they talked about at halftime.
And if they do throw this formation, I have a feeling someone's going to be standing all by himself. Everyone up closer on the line. Laubach under center, handoff again, Lopez. No, he keeps it around the end, 30, 25, trying to get to the corner, and Freeman had a, and there's
another
late hit.
Another late hit, another 15-yard penalty. That's 30. Can't do it, Paul. Got to be more disciplined.
Keith Freeman is beside himself. He knew as soon as he laid his hands on him. You know, and he's going 100 miles an hour. I know there's no excuse for it, but got to maintain composure there. And now the Bulldogs are going to be inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, none of this is malicious. You just have to use better judgment. I mean, it's not a personal thing here.
No, absolutely
but
not.
it kills you.
And this drive of the third quarter is brought to you by Sanders Mortuary, 821 Diamond Street in Williamsport, 570-322-3466 for all your final expense needs. Sanders Mortuary. 10:05 to go, third quarter. Bulldogs are cooking with gas here. They are in business, nose of the ball, right at the 10-yard line. Same jumbo formation now to the other side. Laubach under center. Lone setback is Lopez. Handoff, Lopez, jump cut inside the 10, powers his way in traffic, down to about the 7, Rich.
Second and goal, just power football.
I'll tell you what a jump start the Bulldogs got when Alejandro Lopez checked into the game.
Yeah, he certainly adds a different dimension to their offense.
We haven't seen a lot of Aiden Mason.
Nope, and we haven't called Mr. Schechterle's name at all tonight offensively.
Second and goal from the 8.
Second and goal, ball at the 8-yard line, tight formation for the Bulldogs. 9:33 to go, third quarter. Laubach, handoff, flags fly. To the outside is Lopez, great backside cover.
Lopez on the carry.
In that time, you know, a little bit of a hop, step, a delay, and what they did there is trap with both of their jumbo backs back away from flow. But we have a chop block against Berwick.
Lachie Whaley. Penalty on the play.
Let's see what Coach Cruz decides to do with this. I think he'll take it.
Major penalty against the Bulldogs, pushes the ball back to the 20-yard line. To the 25.
Big series. You certainly don't want to fall,
Second and goal from the
down by
25.
18 points here if Berwick sticks another one in.
Second down, 25 yards to go. Ball at the 25. I guess they could get a first. No, it's first.
No,
it's goal.
second
It's
and goal.
goal. Okay, they didn't change it on the scoreboard. My mistake. Laubach keeps it up the middle. Good defense by the Millionaires.
Yeah, once again they had it defensed perfectly, and a missed tackle right at the line of scrimmage allowed Laubach to go and scoot for about 4 or 5 yards. But he's definitely reading that as they're bringing it back across in lateral motion.
Third and goal from the 21.
Third down and goal from the 21-yard line. Laubach from the gun. Back over the middle. Throws. Contact. No flags. It'll be fourth down. I thought they were reaching for it, Rich.
Yeah, well, they ran a double crossing pattern that time. There are actually 2 dogs in the same area.
To the 13-yard line to Keegan Wilk.
And I don't know, Berwick's kicker seemed to have a strong leg to me in the first half with his extra points. I'd strongly consider a field goal here, but it's 4th and goal from the 13. Carmy's going to go for it.
Yeah, they passed on it before. Aiden Mason, we just said his name earlier. He's now checking into the game at tailback. 2 receivers to the top of your screen. 1 to the bottom is Tegan Wilk. Here's the reverse and nothing doing.
Beautiful job by Williamsport.
Antonio Barata with the reverse. Great defense by number 3. That was Malik Jones who broke that one up.
Millionaires ready for the reverse.
Yeah, there were a couple people there.
At the 20, and the ball is turned over.
Malik and Avery Campbell were there, did a decent job that time, and hey, you turned them away.
Tell you what, Coach Williamsport is hanging into this ball game. They cannot say anything about their defense. Is giving it all their effort. 7:43 to go in the third quarter, and once again a turnover on downs, and Port will take over. Reese will operate from the pistol.
Considering 30 of those yards were penalties.
Yeah. Handoff Freeman up the middle. Finally got, that's probably the biggest run of the night for the Millionaires. He's still on his feet.
Yeah, nice 5 or 6 yard gain that time. Easily the best first down play of the evening, as you said, for Williamsport. Good way to start the third quarter. Remember, this is what they did at Central Mountain offensively the first series of the second half. They made some adjustments.
I still would like to see Grease keep one on an RPO or something. I really would. I'd like to see him get to the corner. We haven't seen it yet. 2 receivers, top of your screen from the pistol. Handoff, Freeman up the middle, bouncing around, looking for daylight, nothing there. And the Bulldogs gang tackle again, Rich.
One of the things, Paul, if you take a look at that wide side end for Berwick, they're playing him in an outside shade to the wide side of the field. They're lining him up in a position that's making it very hard for Williamsport to get outside of him right off the bat. So, they've watched film and done their homework, so I think they're ready for that.
Well, we got some good. The gentleman on the sidelines from Berwick said he's been watching our games that you and I have been doing, and thanks for providing with some tape for him. We're happy to do that.
They wanted some dirt on the seals. I'm not giving that up. It's not
Reese
free.
under pressure, throws a little too high for Mazzanti.
Yeah, nowhere to go that time. Everybody was covered. Good job by Berwick.
And they will punt out, trade a little bit of feed position here. Williamsport offense, one good drive all night. They've been kind of off sync the whole night. But like you said, that's what a good team does. Berwick's watched the tapes. They've made adjustments. Back deep for Berwick is Tegan Wilk and number 5, Blake Maurer. Grease Wilk punt from his 27-yard line.
They're going to flag again for turning up early.
Nice kick again.
Yeah, it's going to negate a good punt and a decent roll. Yeah, Berwick should make them kick it again. Williamsport keeps bringing a man in motion to get an extra man on the side where they're punting to and an advantage, but the young man's turning up before the ball snapped, which you can't do.
Right, and that's a flag every time, and they've called that twice now.
And probably, in honesty, could have called it one more time, but they didn't. It was very close.
And Berwick will do exactly what you said, Coach. They will kick it again. They will make them kick it again.
You're playing with fire here a little bit with the type of athletes Berwick's got back here. Either one of them could take it to the house.
Now, we said earlier, Tegan Wilk headed to East Carolina. Blake Maurer, the other back there, is only a junior. Grease will kick off. Punt from inside his 10.
Ooh.
There's a line drive kick. Bouncing again, fielded. And the Bulldogs will take over at midfield.
Punt is fielded by Blake Bauer. Return.
So they gained themselves about 10 or 15 yards on that mistake. And
That's a 50-yard.
Berwick will start their second drive of the half with great field position again.
And Berwick's been having great field position. Like I said, Williamsport's defense, the bend but you don't break. They forced 2 turnovers.
Yeah, some people really get into the statistics and all of that, and that's great. But the bottom line is, what's the scoreboard say?
Absolutely, and you said it last week, high school football, it's one play away, and it is here. As Laubach will operate from the gun, handoff up the middle. Mason running over tacklers inside the 40 to about the 38-yard line. That's probably the best run of the game by Aiden Mason.
Yeah, and one of the things I neglected to say, I should have mentioned it much earlier, one way you can slow down quickness of the defensive line when your running game is a quick trap game, and Berwick's been running a lot of those tonight. There's another one. A great trap by number 79. That's at least his third one of the game that we've noticed.
Receiver still standing way out. Laubach once again from the gun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Handoff again, Mason.
That's the same play, exact same play.
Inside the 30 and a first down.
And that time when they trapped, the trapper was able to what we call log the defensive tackle, get his head around, which allowed him to cut to the outside rather than go up inside with the seam. But it was the same exact play that they just ran.
2 big gaping holes for Aiden Mason. And the Bulldogs are in business. They are at the Williamsport 28-yard line. First down and 10, 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Handoff again, Mason. Third time's a charm for the Millionaires as they stop him for no gain on the play. Tackled by Avery Campbell. We haven't called his name much tonight.
Yeah, I think we're starting to see Berwick maybe wear down some of the younger Millionaires who are giving away 20, 30 pounds.
And I'm looking at this Williamsport roster, the first page of my roster. Sophomore, junior, sophomore. A couple seniors sprinkled in. We've talked about what a young team this is. Second down and 10, ball at the 28-yard line. Laubach calls his own number, design keeper. Good play again by the Williamsport defense, staying home.
Another good job that time. And that way they were in a 32 front and chose to play coverage on a long yardage down. Now we've got third and about 7, maybe 8.
And this defense has been out here a long time this half. You can see hands on the hips, player
Correct.
on his one knee. Definitely a sign of fatigue here. Big play, though, for the Millionaires. 3rd and 8 for the defense. Bulldogs at their 26-yard line of the Millionaires. In motion. Handoff. That's Stipchak.
Great job on the corner.
Open field tackle. I believe that's Edward Jefferson.
Is it 32, I think? 33?
That was to the far side.
Yeah, whoever it was, nice job of maintaining contain.
Might have been Welsham's 32, the fullback.
Did you see it? Yep, an illegal shift on the Dogs declined. And here we go again, Paul. Another big down for the Millionaire defense. 4th down and 8. Carmy's in no man's land here, so he almost has to go for this one.
4th and 8, ball at the 26-yard line.
I mean, I'm just surprised we haven't seen any post corners or double moves by Berwick to try and get a one-on-one matchup here off of play action.
Well, we saw one in the first quarter, and he overshot him. He was open for a touchdown, but they haven't gone back to it at all. And like you said, that play, there was someone open on the other side also.
Well, Berwick's in an empty set now.
Laubach rolling, rolls back. Look at the
Great play
almost intercepted by Nasir Jones.
There he is again.
He had those big paws on it, Coach.
Yeah, he did.
If he could have caught that one, he might have taken it the other way.
But I'll tell you what, man, just so impressed with him, with his knowledge and his motor. He just does not stop. It's nonstop on both sides of the ball.
Well, I'll tell you what a difference a year makes with Nasir Jones. He played very well last year as a sophomore. Biggest knock on him was hands, and you can see right there his hands have improved 100%. He's catching anything in a 6-foot radius of him right there. Great kid, and like I said, what a difference a year makes. And now the Millionaires once again with the ball at their own 34-yard line.
And see, nobody's even lined up over him. If they throw that seam pass again, there's nobody there. There's the keep you were asking for.
4 yards on first down. I said Williamsport hasn't run it, they just did, and like you said, Berwick's been stringing everything out there, and it makes it tough to run, like you said. 2nd and 9, 2nd and 8, we'll call it here. What are you dialing up here, Coach?
I'm doing an RPO to Nasir, the play they opened up with to start the game.
Yeah, he's been open a couple times. They threw the ball to him.
This time they have him over on the left. Berwick's got their safety rolled up, and no one's on him. See, as soon as that motion started that time, Paul, the safety rolled down to the side of the motion, was an extra defender, and Williamsport doesn't have enough people to block them.
That was Jefferson on the carry for no gain. Brings up 3rd and 7, ball at the 37-yard line.
On the tackle, we'll bring up a 3rd and 7 from the 37.
We still have a long time to go. This is a big down.
2 minutes and 50 seconds to go. This drive brought to you by Sanders Mortuary. Grease will operate from the gun. In motion is Jefferson. Grease keeps it around the end. Moyer has a block for him. Grease tries to cut it up, and the speed again of the Bulldogs is there to force him out of bounds. He simply ran out of real estate.
Yeah, there was nowhere to go. Berwick's defenders played that. They kept their leverage and just strung him out to the sideline.
On the left sweep.
It'll be 4th and 5, gain 2 yards on the play. And Williamsport will punt it away again.
Grease standing at his 25 to punt the ball.
Wilk and Maurer back deep for the Bulldogs. Grease.
Nice punt.
Nice punt. Oh, bobbled by Maurer, still bobbled, catches, picks it up at the 20-yard line, and a host of Millionaires are there. We got a timeout on the field, 1:46 to go in the 3rd quarter. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back in 30 seconds.
My name is Matt Cochran. I am a late model driver from Williamsport, Pennsylvania. I have been racing at my local dirt tracks for the last 20 years with my family by my side. My father's business, Cochran Automotive and Towing, has been my main sponsor from the very beginning. Racing is not just something I do, it is something I live for. My whole family is involved, from my mom and dad to my brother Bradley, my cousin Tyler, my uncle Wayne, and now my wife Megan and stepson Brock. Everyone pitches in and helps out in one way or another. Every Friday night the family packs up and heads.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 1:46 to go in the 3rd quarter. Paul Bowe, Rich Salonis here from Crispin Field on WebWeeklyLive.com. And Mason strung out for no gain. Good pursuit by the Millionaires, Rich.
Yeah, a little bit of a wing tee set that time from Carmi, something a little different, but Williamsport was all over what we would call a double dive, an old Montoursville play. They used to make a living on that. Now, what have we noticed so far in the second half, Paul? The theme has been Berwick's offense has been on the field almost the entire quarter.
I don't believe Berwick has thrown a pass this quarter at all. 2nd down and 10. 1 minute and 5 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Clock running, trips to the right. There's a pass right there for Beretta. Complete, about a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt Williamsport at all. Good job, no yards after the catch. We're under a minute in the third quarter of a very respectable effort by the young Millionaires here tonight.
3rd and 4, Berwick now stepping on the gas a little bit. A little quick offense. Handoff up the middle. They're yelling.
Yeah, they had him.
Shorter
They missed
the first down there.
Yep, they actually had him at the line of scrimmage, Paul, and they missed the tackle.
I heard the Millionaire players from up here yelling, draw. Straight handoff there.
There's another quick trap.
Yep, 4th and 2.
2 to end the third quarter.
So
that's going to be the last play of the third quarter, the way it looks. Clock running down, 10 seconds.
I will guarantee you, every single coach on Williamsport's sideline here in the next 3.2 seconds is going to be telling every one of those players on the line of scrimmage to sit still.
Expect a hard count here to drop off.
Absolutely. Got nothing to lose. 5 yards isn't going to make a big difference if you're Berwick.
All right, we've played 3 quarters here at Crispin Field. Berwick leads 14-3. 4th quarter coming up on WebWeeklyLive.com.
At Blaze Alexander Chevrolet, the largest volume Chevy dealer in PA, we have the largest selection of new Chevys in stock. Car, truck, or SUV, we have what you want at the lowest price guaranteed. Or we'll pay you $1,000. With more new Chevrolets in stock than ever before, why waste your time going anywhere else? Visit us at BlazeAlexanderChevy.com and see for yourself. Blaze Alexander Chevrolet in Muncie, where you'll find the lowest price guaranteed. Or we'll pay you $1,000. Find new roads.
I think there's something to be said about being in business for over 70 years. The value of taking care of your customers and offering them the best service and selection possible. Being a 4th-generation family-owned business and keeping tradition. Growing with your customers over the years. Seeing the same faces. It's everything for us. Visit Van Camp.
A quick snap, and on 4th and 1, Bulldogs win for it, Coach. That's a first down.
No, rolled the dice and
Williamsport didn't appear set. It was a quick snap.
Really, if you think about it, Williamsport's offense has been kind of stagnant, so now you get a chance for a fresh set of downs. Somewhat risky, but it paid off for the Bulldogs. And now they keep the clock running and keep Williamsport's defense on the field.
Tight formation. Mason is in the backfield. Laubach under center. Handoff, Mason straight up the middle, looking for daylight, sidesteps a man, and 50, 45, stiff arms inside the 40-yard line, power running by the super sophomore, 5'10", 203-pounder, Aiden Mason. He's their bread and butter. He hasn't done much tonight, but the third quarter and now into the 4th, he's starting to take over.
Yeah, it's been all Berwick in terms of power football here in the second half, and sooner or later you're going to start to wear down, especially, not so much because you're young, but because you're outmanned up front poundage-wise, which Williamsport is, and after a while it starts to take its toll.
And speaking of a big back coming into the game, Eric Montez, 42, the fullback, now that jumbo package.
There's your counter trap back again the other way. Well played by Williamsport, gain of about 2.
That'll set up 2nd and 8 for the Bulldogs. Ball at the 36-yard line of the Millionaires.
Hey, if you're Berwick here, you're in no hurry. Start to be smart, use the 20, use the play clock.
10:42, clock running. And Berwick has had a lot of success in this jumbo package. Where they scored their touchdown. Handoff again. Mason making people miss. Excuse me, that's Lopez into the game.
Back now. See, they've got a nice mix of different types of backs. Lopez is more of your scat back, who does have power, though, actually, also, but a lot of your jump cuts and breaking things back. And they're not hurting for talent in the backfield, Paul. Another first down for the Dogs.
And I was watching that play. I was watching Lopez's feet.
Yep.
Boom, 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 and he's through the hole. And then boom, 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 and he's making people miss and powering ahead. And an 8-yard gain there and a first down for the Bulldogs. Ball at the Millionaire 26. 10 minutes to go even in this quarter. Same formation as they come out. Laubach under center. Setback is Lopez.
There's your play, action pass.
Oh, Nasir
Two
Jones
people are
wide
open.
in there. Pass to the fullback. That's Montez.
Pass into the right flat is completed to Eric Montez.
And there's the pass off of it. Eventually it had to come. You know, Williamsport's been getting pounded this half up front, and cornerbacks come up. They had 2 receivers open. You got a first down and 10 for Berwick.
First and 10, Berwick.
Great penetration again by Nasir Jones. He was right in the face of Ryan Laubach.
That's a given.
And they have him listed at 6'2". He's more like 6'4". I stood next to him. He's like a foot taller than me. Lopez up the middle.
Stop by.
Once again, Nasir Jones on the play.
Now, that time, that young man came off the line of scrimmage, bench pressed Berwick, offensive lineman, and still had the presence and quickness and athletic ability to come down the line and make the play for a 2-yard gain.
2nd and 7, ball at the 12-yard line.
2 gaps away from him. You can't teach that, Paul. You just can't. He's talented.
Baba under center. Hand up to the other side. Cuts back. Good defense again by the Millionaires.
Yeah, they tried to run back to the weak side that time with the trap, and Williamsport had him outnumbered and made a short tackle. And listen, as much as they've been dominated up front, here we go. 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6 and probably 4-down territory here. They didn't kick a field goal last time they were down here. Which surprises me. Like you said, the extra points were strong by kicker Brendan Hinkle.
For me, it would depend personally on what we did on this down as to whether we'd kick it or go for it.
Lopez once again, single setback. Oh, Laubach on the keeper trying to get to the corner, and he does.
I think he's going to have it, Paul. If not, he's going to be very, very close.
Williamsport had him dead to rights in the backfield, and they could not make the tackle.
And it's going to be 1st and goal, I believe, for the Dogs. And it is, and that one hurts.
Yeah, they had him in. This is the 2nd drive where a big 3rd down play. The touchdown by Lopez, and now that run, the keeper by Laubach around the left end. They had him back at the 20 for a loss, and he got around the corner and turned it upfield for a 1st down. And now the Bulldogs are in business. 8:18 to go. Jumbo package. Laubach under center. Handoff. Lopez stood up. No gain on the play.
No, nice job that time by a couple of the Millionaires who were there waiting for him.
Nice play by Mankey. Derek Mankey, number 8. Drake Mankey.
And 15, Avery Campbell.
Yeah, Campbell's been around the ball a lot. And this defense, like I said, they've been on the field a long, long time.
The whole second half.
No gain on the play.
7:47 to go on this flight here from Crispin Field. Laubach under center. 2nd and goal. Handoff again to Lopez. Nothing going. Nothing
well played.
doing.
Well played by
Maybe
Williamsport.
lost 2 yards on the play.
Yeah, big stop that time by Drake Mankey.
Mankey and Campbell once again in on the tackle. And a timeout by the Bulldogs. Another big 3rd down play. 7:23 to go in this one. 14-3 Bulldogs. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout. We'll be right back.
We want you to make sure you're going pocket, jump, balls in the feet. That's what we do here at FastMaz. We teach speed, agility, and quickness because we want you all to be better athletes. That's why you're here. So make sure on this one, when you jump up, come down, power leg, acceleration. Softball, football, basketball, soccer, baseball, softball, whatever you got, we can do it here.
Fastmaz.com.
Lift your knees. You got to get your knees up. Come on, let's go.
You got to be here.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 7:23 to go. 3rd and goal for the Bulldogs. Lob off from the gun. Mason is to his right. Throws incomplete in the end zone, intended for Blake Cleaver.
Who was open? What they ran there was a little spot pattern where your receiver runs to a spot, turned around. He was open, but an errant pass. 4th and 6. So let me ask you, what do you do?
I'm kicking a field goal.
So am I. Because points are points are points.
And I think they are going to kick the field goal. Hinkle trots onto the field here.
The only potential bad thing about this is that you're close to the goal and you're at the wide angle, but
far hash.
14-yard line.
the length of the field goal
Oh,
certainly shouldn't be a problem.
Kick is up, and it is good. No one was set there, and the kicker was turning around when they snapped the ball.
Yeah, it was interesting. But he made that with plenty to spare, almost off the back wall here at Crispin Stadium. And
7:15 to go. Berwick adds 3 to the board. 17-3 over Williamsport.
And a smart thing to do there to kick the field goal. However, if you're Williamsport, it's still a 2-score game right now. So there's plenty of time left. You've got 3 timeouts. What you need is a big play. You need some kind of spark.
Well, I'll tell you what, hats off to the defense here of the Millionaires being on the field a long, long time. Interesting to see what the time of possession will be in this game. And this drive for Williamsport with 7:15 to go is going to be brought to you by Sanders Mortuary, Rich. Say 21 Diamond Street in Williamsport, 570-322-3466.
Montez to kick off for the
Well, last time,
their 40-yard line.
Well, Montez will kick off for the Bulldogs. Another low kick, squibs around, and a Millionaire fell on it at the 35-yard line. It's number 32. That's Ian Welsham's linebacker and fullback. First down for Dallas Grease at the 35. Now it's time to go.
On the ground is fielded by Williamsport.
and I don't think it would hurt Williamsport here to throw deep on first down. At least try it.
Yeah, they've shied away from the passes on first down, and here we go. And they come out with trips here to the close.
Look at the size
near
advantage up top with Nasir on Berwick's corner.
Nasir Jones, top of your screen, and that's who Grease is going to. Went down low and caught it up at the 42-yard line. Gain of about 6 on the play. Bring up 2nd and 4.
And maybe some urgency now from Williamsport. Don't have much time to huddle down by 2 touchdowns.
I'll tell you one person we have not called at all is Brock Moyer, number 4 at the bottom of your screen. Cameron Sims in the slot. Grease from the pistol, handoff, almost a bobble. Stop keeper. There's a nice run by Dallas. Grease fooled me on that one.
Yep.
And that's a first down for the Millionaires.
Rolls right and moves into Berwick.
Okay, plenty of time here. Got to be a little urgent, but not in panic mode.
6:40, 6:39, clock moving.
Boy, I'd like to see them split Nasir out, Paul, and take advantage of his ability.
There we got movement right there. Gonna have a false start on the Millionaires.
The play is whistle dead. Offensive illegal procedure against Williamsport.
What happened there, Coach?
Just some miscommunication. Sometimes you get things going with motions, and one player hears one thing and another player hears another. Sometimes at the offensive line, and just one of those nights.
Grease from the shotgun, 2 setbacks. Grease back to pass, looking. He's going for Brock Moyer. Has a step in and out of the hands of Brock Moyer. Number 11, Preston Robbins on the coverage.
Pass is incomplete, intended for number 4, Brock Moyer.
Oh, we called for the deep pass, and
He had a step on him.
yeah, he did.
Number 11, Preston Robbins.
Would have been a heck of a catch there, but he did have an opportunity Grease now from the gun again. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to the top of your screen. Grease back to pass, straight drop over the
There it
middle
is.
on the quick slant.
Great effort. And you're going to get a face mask, I believe, Paul, here against Berwick, which is going to march the ball well down inside the 30-yard line, unless they call it incidental.
Nice pitch and catch. Mazzanti on the catch. Labaugh made the tackle and a flag. 6 minutes and 3 seconds to go.
Face mask call.
You called it, Coach, a face mask.
And this is not a 5-yard variety. This is the big one.
We're
All right, Millionaires are in business. Sorry to interrupt you. I'm getting a little excited
That's
here.
okay, you're good.
Right now, go to Nasir, right down the seam.
23, 1st and 10 for the Millionaires.
Grease from the pistol. 2 receivers, bottom of your screen. Mazzanti to the top. Low snap again, handoff. Freeman up the middle. We've seen more than a couple low snaps tonight. Grease is picking the ball off the turf. And a lot of times that's a recipe for disaster on the handoff. Could run into the quarterback, the running back. And
One of the setbacks of going from a shotgun or pistol look is that snap's got to be pretty much perfect every time or it messes up all kinds of timing.
Grease throwing corner in the end zone.
It's a touchdown.
Oh, nice catch. That's a Williamsport
There
touchdown.
it is. There's the fade pattern we talked about. And ladies and gentlemen, they are right back in this ball game with 5:29 left and 3 timeouts.
I'll tell you what, Braden Mazzanti went up high for that one. Dallas Grease threw it to that corner. We talked about that fade pattern, like you said, Coach, and he pulled it in for the touchdown. 17-9, point after pending. And Williamsport has personnel coming late onto the field. Kramer on for the point after. Snap, spot, kick, up. It is good. That is a Park Pizza touchdown. 5 minutes and 29 seconds to go. Millionaires are within 10 here at Crispin Field. We're ready for a fantastic finish, Coach.
Are we staying here?
We're going to go take a break. 30-second timeout. We'll be right back with the final 5:29.
Caught the opening play and all the way for a touchdown.
Now that's a Park Pizza touchdown.
Hi, I'm Blaze Alexander here with Lyle, and rumor has it Lyle's a talking dog. What do you know about the Blaze Alexander family dealership? Yeah. Lyle is saying that Blaze Alexander has the lowest price guaranteed on any new vehicle in stock, or we'll give you $1,000. Lyle says we'll give you the highest trade-in value, and we'll buy your car from you even if you're not buying your new car from us. He's right. Visit any Blaze Alexander family dealership and get the low price guarantee.
All right, we are back, Coach. 5 minutes, 29 seconds to go. It's a 7-point ball game. I'm understanding you got to score somewhere else. Montoursville, 42.
What?
The 14.
Wow.
42-12, I'm sorry, in the fourth quarter. Uh-oh, that's
a fumble.
Fumble.
Sorry, Paul, I was trying to look at you with that score, which I find hard to believe, and watch the fumble at the same time. The Millionaires are definitely in business. Boy, Montoursville must be for real, because Jersey Shore's got a pretty decent football team.
And Montoursville raveled off 42 unanswered. Jersey Shore got off to 2-touchdown lead. 17-10, 5:24 to go here. We got another good game here, Coach.
Oh, absolutely, man. You've just got to be thrilled if you're a Williamsport fan, Williamsport coach, at the effort that these kids have put out tonight.
All right, here we go. Lawbach's going to operate from the gun. Mason is the setback. They're really spreading the field out here. Handoff, Mason.
Yep, trap.
Good defense by Williamsport on first down. Berwick wants that clock to keep running.
Well, the good thing is the Millionaires have not used any of their timeouts the second half, so they've got all 3 left. And it's a whole different ball game being down by 7 when you've got those timeouts in the bank. However, this series is going to be crucial. They can't give up more than 1 first down.
4 minutes, 55 seconds to go, clock running.
Well, let's see if Berwick is smart and snaps the ball with 1 or 2 seconds left on the play clock.
10 seconds, 9 seconds on the play clock. Laubach snaps it, keeps it. Right there is Nasir Jones.
Great job. Go for the ball.
And Nasir Jones.
See if they call a timeout here, and Coach Cruz does. Sorry, Paul, to interrupt. I was watching to see if he would call it.
That play was all set up by the penetration once again by Nasir Jones.
Okay, so quick off the football.
All right, we got a timeout, 30-second timeout again, 4:32 to go. We'll be right back.
Everybody's talking about the new Dolly's Diner, Dolly's West, 701 Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. Monday through Saturday, 6 to 8. Sunday, 6 to 3. The amazing breakfast all day, every day. The amazing sticky rolls every day. Great features and specials every day. And don't forget, go there for your birthday. They'll sing to you at Dolly's.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Now open Dolly's Diner West.
3rd down and 5, Coach. Biggest play of the game here.
Yeah, be ready for a screen if you're Williamsport, but this is major.
4:32 to go. Laubach back to pass, straight drop, under pressure. Wolf strips up, throws over the middle, pass complete to number 9.
That's going to be a first down.
To Cleaver right at the sticks.
Yep.
That is a huge first down.
Yeah, and you got to give a shout out to the Berwick quarterback that time who bought himself some time and found an open receiver, did not panic, scooted around a bit in the pocket, and hey, first down and 10. Williamsport still's got two timeouts, and 4:05 left. But this series has to be a stop here, Paul.
And Cleaver's 6'3", 212 pounds. He used all 6'3" to go up and pull that one in. That was a high pass. He pulled it in right at the sticks. First down, Bulldogs. 3:53 to go. Mason is the lone setback. Laubach under center. Handoff to Mason. Running north-south, straight ahead, bowling over tacklers, close to another first down.
Yeah, I think he's going to have it.
Yep, first down.
Another Berwick first down.
One of the things I like to see Williamsport defenders do a little bit here is, if you've got 2 or 3 people on the ball carrier, start stripping for that football. Look to rip it away. Try and get yourself a turnover here.
From the Berwick 43.
3 minutes, 33 seconds to go. Clock running. Final quarter here. 17-10 Bulldogs. Fantastic game here at Crispin Field on a Friday night on WebWeeklyLive.com. Laubach on the bootleg, rolling.
Boy,
Big
that
pursuit.
played beautifully.
Great play by Cameron Sims.
Absolutely. Well done.
Rollout. Tackle for a loss of 2.
Well, now you've got to start looking at your timeout situation, Paul, with 3 minutes left. Berwick's got a 2nd and 12.
And they're going to run the ball, Coach. They're not going to put the ball in the air, I don't think, on second down.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't. And I wouldn't be snapping that ball until that play clock was down to 1 second.
2 minutes, 43 seconds. Clock running. 2nd and 12. Jumbo formation for the Bulldogs.
I mean, you just snapped it with.
There's a pitch wide to
4
Mason.
seconds.
Mason trying to get around the corner, turns it up, and a tackle by number 33. That's Johnson. Just got a hold of the inside of his jersey to pull him down. Williamsport calls a timeout.
Yeah, good timeout by Coach right there. Now they're down to 1.
2:27 to go. 1 timeout left. 3rd and 7 from the 46-yard line. If we get a stop here.
Get a stop here. Again, if you're Berwick, personally, I run the ball. Make Williamsport use their last timeout. I'd run something from the jumbo set. It's been very good to them all night as the heavens start to open up when we get some rain.
It is now the rains begin to fall here at Crispin Field.
After the timeout, Berwick will have a 3rd.
Boy, you know what would be nice here? A nice sack by Nasir. Fumble.
Miracle at the Meadowlands. Joe Pisarcik is nowhere to be found. Here we go, 3rd and 7 from the 46. Laba rolling, still looking, throws.
Oh,
he
it's
got
going
a
to be a
man.
first down.
First down to Montez and a big block.
And we got a personal
there's a
foul
flag.
on
It's gonna be
Berwick.
after the play, though.
Yeah, it'll be after the first down. Not a real intelligent play there by Berwick. Block out of bounds.
Montez, the fullback, with a big, big catch. And that's probably going to ice this one here, Coach.
Yep. And I got to tell you, what a gutsy play call by Carm right there to do that. 1.5 more seconds and Williamsport's got him sacked.
And we saw it on the last 3rd down, too.
Yep.
Same thing, Laubach bought himself some time. There's a dead ball personal foul against Berwick.
Yeah, it was
First down will stand.
Block out of bounds. I don't know why people here are booing on Berwick's side. That was obvious. It wasn't an intelligent play.
The play count, and it will be a Berwick first down at midfield after the penalty assessment.
Berwick gets a fresh set of downs.
Yep.
And Williamsport's down to 1 timeout.
Now I'll be really surprised if they throw.
Laba under center. Handoff, Mason up the middle. 4-yard gain.
Aiden Mason on the Berwick carry. Pick up a 4.
Clock running 2:06. 2:05.
To the Millionaire 46.
And I think you'll see Chuck take his last one here after this next play.
First down in the ball game is over here. Laba under center, 1:37 to go, clock running. Laba on the sneak, straight ahead. And he's got a first down, and that's going to do it.
That's going to do it.
Kept the wheels turning.
Laba on the Berwick quarterback keeper. Picks up 7 yards and a Berwick first down.
Well, I'll tell you, what a great teaching opportunity here for Coach tonight. These kids played hard. There's obviously some things they can work on mistake-wise, but for a young football team to come down here against a veteran outfit and have this type of showing, there's many more positives than negatives.
And the Bulldogs now are in the victory formation with 1:07 to go. 2 knees and this ball game's over. There's the first one. Well, they'll have to snap it one more time.
And we're under a minute.
.35 seconds to go. And there's another knee.
That's going to be it.
And that's going to be it. Final seconds ticking off the clock. It's a final score here from Crispin Field. Berwick 17, Williamsport 10. We'll be right back to wrap it up here from Berwick right after this.
I'm Brian Cochran, owner and operator of Cochran Automotive and Towing. We have complete towing, roadside services from lockouts, fuel delivery, flat tires, and breakdowns. We all know accidents happen. When they do, request us. We can save you $75 on a city fee if you request us.
All right, we are back here, Paul Bow, Rich Salonis. Rich, great game. Williamsport, a young team going into hostile territory. They hung with these Bulldogs every second of the way. Coach Cruz has to be proud of this squad. 17-10, short end of the stick.
Boy, I would know so. I mean, he's been around the block, and their coaching staff did a nice job tonight. Their kids did an outstanding job of not getting caught up too much in the hoopla and just playing hard for the entire game. They were in it till the very end. 2 big plays for Berwick actually was the difference. I mean, but everything that Williamsport did wrong tonight is correctable. It's all schematic. None of it's effort. None of it's attitude. And when you see that as a coach, those are the things you really want to build on in the future. But they've got a bright future with some of these players they've gotten. Hopefully they'll use this as a positive.
Absolutely. And one thing you want to say is it came down to a game on third downs. The touchdown by Lopez, third down. The big first down to run the clock out to the tight end Cleaver on third down. Then Montez on third down. They were all third and long situations. A veteran team like Berwick, they made it happen. Tonight, Berwick gets the victory, 17-10. We're going to sign off from here as the rains begin to fall here at Crispin Field. For Rich Alonis, I'm Paul Bowe on WebWeeklyLive.com. It's been an absolute pleasure to take you guys every step of the way. Rich, tell them where we're going to be next week.
We are going to be at South Williamsport to watch the Mountaineers take on the Muncie Indians.
All right, that's it from here. Thank you, Blaze Alexander's Family Dealerships on the postgame show, WebWeeklyLive.com. We'll see you all next week from South Williamsport. Good night, everybody.
We want you to make sure you're going pocket, jump, balls in the feet. That's what we do here at FastMaz. We teach speed, agility, and quickness because we want you all to be better athletes. That's why you're here. So make sure on this one, when you jump up, come down, power leg acceleration. Softball, football, basketball, soccer, baseball, softball, whatever you got, we can do it here.
Fastmaz.com.
Fastmaz.com. Lift your knees. You gotta get your knees up. Come on, let's go.
You gotta be here.